I was in New Jersey. I was in Atlantic City one more time, one more again. I didn't want to be in Atlantic City, of course, because it's Atlantic City. I had to go back because I thought I was done with the movie, and they were like, hey, you got to come to do a body scan for visual effects. And I go like this. What? I said, is this a prank? I thought it was a prank. And they're like, she writes back, negative. Oh, we're getting official, dude? You're going to write negative in an email? Oh, we're getting all business-like all of a sudden? Because I think it's a prank? We're getting business-like? She writes negative. We need you out here to do the VFX scan. And then she started sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher. Do you know why? Because all I could hear was my blood. I was so mad, I heard my blood. You ever get so mad you hear your blood? That's what I was doing. Sizzling. That's what I heard. I go like this. Is somebody cooking bacon? And so I did that. And I was like, well, let's fucking. And they were like, we got to come Sunday. This is how I did. A little taste of me, okay? I come here Sunday. They were like, we want to fly you at 10 a.m. Sunday. We'll do the VFX scan Monday morning, and then you can leave Monday night. So I go like this. I'll take the red eye. I'll land in Philly, drive to AC, get there by around 7 a.m., do the VFX scan, and then I'm leaving first flight out. And they go like this. Okay, well, we might need you until 3:30. And I go like this, Kay. I'll take the 3:30 flight. Even though there's a 12:50 flight. They thought I wouldn't make it. So me, old Chris Good Sport D'Elia, flies over there red eye. Did I sleep a wink? No. Why? Even in first class, why couldn't I do it? Because I can't sleep on planes, because it was also the bullshit first class where like the seats are only a little bit bigger. Not diver, because that's not a word. But I said diver, and I don't know why. I mean bigger. So the seats were a little bit diver. And so I didn't. So I got there, drove, 7 a.m., got there. No one's there to receive me. I don't know where to go. So I go like this. Where the fuck do I go? Snapped at an AD a little bit. Was probably pretty shitty. Didn't mean to. Wasn't his fault. But you know what? I've been flying all night. I apologized to him later. All good. And I feel bad even still because I like that guy. He's got a really kind face, and he was really nice and one of the guys that I connected with. Anyway. Do the VFX scan, get all dressed in my fucking gear, and, 20 minutes, fine. Then I'm done by 9, and I go like this. I can make the 12:50 flight. So I get in touch with the travel agent for production, and I say, hey, can I get the 12:50 flight? Now, mind you, I've had no sleep. I email my manager, Josh Lieberman. We'll find a flight. If there's a seat on there. There's a seat on the plane, right? So we'll get it, right? As we saying. So I'm like, all right, cool. So try to do it. Okay, so he says, okay. So I'm like, I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up in an hour. I'll check and see if the flight's changed. I wake up. Flight's not changed. All good. At this point, I'm dreaming, man. At this point, trolls are bringing me bagels, right? I'm in my head. I'm out on fucking La La Land. I'm hanging out with the Keebler elves somewhere. Okay? So I emailed Josh, and I say, listen, Josh, it's probably too late. And I emailed the travel agent, don't change the flight. I'll just go at 3:30 because I'm going to fucking drift down and fucking chill with these Keebler elves in La La Land a little bit longer, and I'll just fly out my day shot anyway. And Josh says, look, if you're going to dream, Keebler elves are in there. And it's like, okay? So I said, great. Cut to. The AD knocks on my door, and it's 12:25, and she says, hey, you got to get up because your ride's here for the 3:30 flight. And I say, great. Ready to go. Okay? So I go downstairs, and as I'm going downstairs in the elevator, boom, I have an email. So I check the email, and it's from, lo and behold, the travel agent. And she says, switched your flight to 12:50. It's 12:25. Now, I wouldn't have been able to make that flight if I was at the airport already. However, I'm getting into the car to go to the airport, and I'm in Atlantic City, and the airport I'm flying out of is in Philadelphia. Now, I'm reading this email, and good thing nobody's telling it to me, because all I can hear is my blood. I'm smelling around for bacons. Now, one time when I was in La Cañada, I used to go to this place that would have the bomb-ass turkey tuna melt. They would have the bomb-ass tuna melts, and it was called Burgie's, and it's still there because they make the bomb-ass tuna melts. And whenever I was in La Cañada visiting my mom, I would get the bomb-ass tuna melts. And one time, a kid named Colin Barnes told me to get bacon on the tuna melt. And I was like, what? Why would you fuck something perfect up? That's like eating cheese while you're getting your dick sucked. Sure, I like both of those things, but separately is better. Okay? And Colin goes like this, just try it. And I say, all right. So I walk up to the counter and I say, hey, can I get bacon on my tuna melt? And the guy behind the counter says, how many bacons? And I think of that every 3 weeks. So now I'm in the car, okay? And I call Josh. And he says, I got the email. I got the email. I see there's a mistake in there. So I say, yeah, just make sure that I'm still on the 3:30 flight because I just got the itinerary that my flight changed in 20 minutes. All right? But I think secretly I'm looking at it wrong. When I see this email, I think, I have to go to the doctor because I have a tumor pushing up against my optical nerve. Because it's scrambling what I'm looking at. I'm looking at 3:30, but it looks like 12:50. So I hang up the phone, and then Josh calls me back. I made a mistake. I don't know. And so I made 12:50. How far are you from the airport? And I say, it's in Philly. I'm not in Philly. He said, I'm just checking. I'm on your side. So I say, okay, well, make sure she changes it back to 3:30. Because I'm on my way now, and I don't want to get to the airport. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, all right? So then he calls me back, and he says, I'm screaming with them, okay? Is it, like, we got your ticket, but it's not first class anymore. They lost the seat. And everything else was like that scene in Private Ryan when the guy's looking for his arm, and you just hear, and I'm just, and I'm looking for my itinerary. I can't find it. I'm looking for my itinerary like he's looking for his arm. I'm just like, get my water bottle, and all of a sudden it comes back in there. I'll call him, but it'll be in there, and I click. Dude, I get to the airport, and I'm in seat like 4,355Z. I didn't even know the plane went that far. By the time I got to the back of the plane, I was already in Los Angeles. So I'm furious. There's nothing I can do. I get to the gate. The guy, I want to pull this shit. I said, yeah, I was supposed to be in first. They lost the thing, and then the thing happened, and he goes like this. Well, I it's full. Sorry. If you want to go first, though, there's another flight. The only one left where there's first is 9 p.m. And I go like this. Hey, man, it's fucking 1 o'clock. What am I going to do at the airport in Philly for 8 hours? How many times am I going to fucking lap Hudson News? You know what I mean? Like fucking goddamn Hudson News. Have you ever seen a Hudson News out of the airport? What the fuck? Get it together, dude. Go outside, Hudson News. So I fucking get on the plane. Dude, I'm hearing bacon sizzle. I'm hearing how many bacons sizzle, dude. I don't even know how many bacons are sizzling in my fucking head right now, in my ears. So I get to the fucking plane, and just to make matters worse, in first, they got the lay-down beds, dude. But here Daddy is, all propped up like a goddamn praying mantis. I even bought one of those fucking neck pillow things. I'm propped up like like I'm fucking Stephen Hawking, just praying mantis, and the fucking video doesn't even work. The fucking back of the seat video. So I'm just, guess what I'm doing for 5 hours? Thinking. I know these are fucking rich guy problems, but I don't give a shit. Dude, here's the other thing. This was this twist to the knife. I'm talking to one of the cast members, and they say, you didn't do the VFX thing in Albuquerque? They had it there for 2 months. I flew there for... I'm a businessman. And you know how Jay-Z's like, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. I'm just a businessman. Okay? Make no mistake, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So that was my fucking, holy shit, my topsy-turvy adventure. I was in Atlantic City for fucking 6 hours. 10 hours there, 10 hours back, including the drive time. Even more, probably. Anyway, dude. Let's pay some bills.